Hello, good evening, everybody. Um, I didn't get to record a separate video for the radiation journey earlier. I had a long day today. I'm getting pretty tired, starting to wind down. Still got some stuff to do. My eyes are looking kind of red, but I said I was going to go ahead and get this video done so I can get it uploaded. So today is radiation day 7. Everything went well today. It was a little bit of a longer appointment because I had to get some x-rays done, and then they did the treatment. So everything went well. No new sensations or anything like that. The only thing is it still looks like a sunburn starting to come. So just a little darkening of the skin. But yeah, and then occasionally I get a stinging sensation. But other than that, nothing that hasn't been bearable. I'm also still this week going to follow up what I was saying last week about that burning sensation, and I'm going to see if it does happen by Friday because I need a full week to um, to see if it happens again. So those are just a couple things I'm just going to follow up with. But like I said, everything else has been great. I'm sitting outside because it's pretty nice out here. It has finally stopped raining. So you hear that bird calling. But yeah, everything it has been going well. I'm going to go ahead and combine the breast cancer journey, picking up from where I left off from day 6. So today is, again, day 7. And I'll be discussing, when my hair came out. And like I said, bear with me. I had a very, very long day. I did not take a nap. And as you can see, if I don't take a nap, you see how red my eyes are? That's what my eyes look like if I don't get a nap in. Um, so yeah, still got the rest of my evening to finish out. But anyhow, um, so I believe where I left off around day 6 was saying how my oncologist was saying that by my second appointment, because um, I was going every other week at this time. So every other week for 8 weeks, meaning I was going to do 4 treatments under the type of medicine I was on, which was adriamycin and cytoxin. And those 2 drugs make your hair fall out. And they said it can make your hair fall out over your whole body. Um, so for me, um, my eyebrows may have thinned, but no, I still had my eyebrows. And then my eyelashes were coming out. They were come out a lot. I didn't lose them all, like just at once to not have any, but they will fall out. And then you will see the new ones trying to grow in, but they were very kind of short and blonde. And that's kind of what I still have now as they grow in. They look kind of blonde in there. But concerning my hair, so by so that second when I went for my second appointment, she was still surprised, like, hey, your hair hasn't fallen all out yet. I'm like, nope. I hadn't even lost any braids out of my hair at the time. So by I would say that Sunday, I began to start losing some braids. Like as I would take my hair down to pull it back up into the bun up I was wearing, um, I would notice like a braid had fallen out or hear another braid. I believe total was about like 5 braids before I actually had to start till I actually had to cut them out. Um, so by the 10th, so March 10th was when I actually cut the braids out. I had my sister friend come over. We had already previously been discussing, what I was going to do with my hair, wearing a wig or what type of wig. And so when I was letting her know, hey, I think such day is a good day because I'm starting to lose some braids. Um, like, what wig do I order? And she was like, oh, I already got one for you. I'm like, what? Which was a lifesaver, so I didn't have to stress about it. She already had it. So she came over with the works. Like, she was ready to go. Like, if I needed eyebrows, she was gonna fix that up. Like if I had lost on my eyelashes, she was ready with the lashes. Like she had everything. So I was like, okay, girl. So by that Friday, like I said, that week leading up to it, my scalp had become very, very tender because they were starting to the hair was starting to come out the follicles. So you know how like when you see your hair and you see those little white, like if your hair got pulled out or something, you see the little white follicles on the end. So my hair was looking like that as it was attached to my scalp. Well, each braid. So on each braid, you will see some loosening up and on those white things around the braid. And so it would just be like a certain portion of it will be on. So it was kind of hanging, or a lot of them were dangling by that Friday. So which would have been 3 weeks. 3 weeks after treatment started that I began to uh, lose it to where I needed it to come out. So, like I said, my scalp was very tender. Um, so she came over, and then two of my daughters, well, actually three of them, were there with me, and they would ask me, "Are you ready? Are you scared? Are you, how I was feeling about it?" And honestly, it was okay. And I think because I had to cut my hair back in 2020, I mean, completely bald off, like, excuse me, all the way off. So I believe that was easier. This time around was easier, even though it was for a different situation. It was a little bit easier because I've done it before and I knew how I looked. I think that if I hadn't had that experience, it probably would have been a little bit more emotional. But I mean, it was a little emotional, but not too much for me. So she's standing there, and I'm like, y'all, okay, y'all get to cutting, like just cut it where, mind you, these braids had been up since the beginning of January, so my hair had grown like, well, I would say about this much. So there was a lot of new growth on there. So I just said cut. I said just cut to the bottom of the new growth, like just cut right above where you see it already. It was hanging. It was like thin. I said just cut in that thin area, and then we'll see what else needs to come out. So they cut it. They were began to cut it, and my second oldest, she just starts breaking down. She's emotional. She did last time. Her and my baby girl, they both were the more emotional ones when it came to me cutting my hair. And so, she's crying, and I see my friend leave, and I'm looking like, where'd she go? And then she comes back, and she leaves, and she comes back in. She probably left a couple of times, and I'm realizing that it's emotional for her as well. And so she ends up telling me later on, like, I'm over here breaking down, and I'm coming back. And I didn't want to. She didn't want me to see her cry. So but I thank her for being there and for her support, and like I said, and even support with the children, because my husband, I believe he was at work that night, so he wasn't able to be there, but it needed to come out that night. So they cut it, and yeah, so we cut it, and like in the back, that part was really, really gone. Like it was gone. And it was like around my edges, I still had hair. I'm gonna do a slideshow at the end of kind of like the pictures. I'm just gonna go ahead and do the gradual. I'll just show all the pictures. I don't know if I'll show them again later, but I might as well just go ahead and show like the pictures of how it looked as week to week. Even when I switched over to the other medicine, I'll just go ahead and show what it looked like when I just finally lost all my hair. Um, But what was different about it was that you lost it from the follicles. So there was no darkening of your head. And when my hair came out, my head would get really, really cold. Like it's different from the first time when I lost my hair or when I had to cut my hair, because you still have the hair follicles in your scalp. Like it's still dark. Like when somebody shaves their head or cuts their hair, like when boys cut their hair, or just whenever you get it shaved, you still see the hair follicles in there. So it's just it looks dark. No, though with this, when your hair is falling out from the medicine, it's coming out from, there's no hair left in that follicle, so it's leaving your whole scalp exposed. And Ooh, that was very, very, sorry, I feel like I was doing some weave. It felt like a piece of weave was on my shirt. Um, I'm doing some hair. I'm doing my daughter's hair. But yeah, it was, it would leave my scalp very, very cold, like sensitive to the air, like any kind of anything blowing on it. Um, yeah, it would just make it hurt just from the temperature. So that was different. But yeah, when my hair came out and I began to wear the wig, that was different. The wig wasn't bad. It was like it's a headband wig, and I still wear it from time to. I was wearing it all the way until I started wearing this. I don't know if I'll wear it again. I just might when I'm not feeling like combing my hair like it is now. But yeah, it was so easy. It was easy to put on, easy to like easy enough for me because that was my biggest concern, finding something that I could do that it didn't require me to have someone else do it for me. So it was easy enough to work with, and like I said, nobody knew. Like people at the store would think, "Oh, I like your hair. Your hair is so nice." I'm just looking like, "Thank you," like it was mine. Well, it is mine. It was bought for me, so it was mine. But yeah, yeah, like a lot of people, they didn't know because again, if you would have seen me at the time, my face didn't look like it. My face didn't look like anything was wrong, and so people just thought I was just trying something new, putting a wig on or something like that. So, but yeah, that was the day or the time that I had to cut my hair. But I thank God for the support I had, and just having people that genuinely care about you and have your best interests at heart. Um, because it could have been worse. I can say that it could have been worse. It could have been definitely more emotional, more traumatic. But because of the support I had, I was able to manage my emotions and not sugarcoat them or anything like that, but truly manage them. And God truly helped me. So, helped me through it all. So, I'm going to stop rambling. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys watch the slideshow of the pictures. Um, yeah, and just know that all was well. All was well. I knew I couldn't just share everything with everyone, but this is my opportunity to do so. And if you have any questions or anything, feel free to ask. Drop a comment, and even drop some encouragement, because I mean, nothing is too little, nothing's too small. But I just appreciate you guys just going along with this journey with me, and pray that you guys are blessed just as I'm being blessed, just being able to share.